Hello all. Now we'll begin with the basic mathematics which you all need to know before starting with the mathematics playlist. So the basic thing which I will explain in this video is just introduction. Now introduction in sense, you guys will have to have a pen and paper and just note it down wherever you find it necessary to be noted, right? So now let's get started with the finding the number of digits in any number. Now, for example, if I'm taking a number which is, for example, 347. Okay, so this whole number, we can see that there is only 3 digits. Okay, there are only 3 digits in the number, which is 3, 4, and 7. So in the output, when I'm in the program which I'm basically building, it should actually accept the number and should return or give out as an output has the number of the digits. Okay, so this we will do in the in this. Okay, so how we will gonna do this in explanatory form. Let's suppose we will have this thing. I'm taking a number, for example, it is 347. Now what will happen if I do is I will just for example, I will take a count. Okay, so it will store a count of the digits which I will be adding. So I will initialize it with 0. Now what will happen is if I'm there is a function called modulo. Okay, the function called modulo. So what is modulo and what is difference between modulo and divide? Modulo is basically presenting the remainder, and this divide is basically giving out the quotient. Now, for example, if I'm doing 7 modulo 3, and there would be 7 divide by 3. So what would the answer of both? We all know, right? 3 into 2 plus 1 equals to 7. Okay, so we know this thing, right? Like this 3 is the number basically we needed, but this is the quotient and this is the remainder, right? So here in 7 modulo 3, the answer would be 1, because it is, if I am dividing 7, okay, so in remainder it will come 1. So that is added here. Okay, and in quotient, it is basically the quotient here. So when we are dividing it, the answer would be 2. You get it? For example, if I'm taking some another, if you are getting confused, I'm taking the ender, this thing, okay? Example. For example, I'm taking, let's suppose 24, and there is 7. Okay, 24 and 7. So when I'm dividing 24 by 7, what is the answer of quotient? 7 3s are 21. Okay, and this is 3. So here in this case, we can see that quotient is 3 and the remainder is also 3. So when I'm writing 24 divided by 7, so you all know this is the quotient. So I'm mentioning the quotient right here. And when I am mentioning modulo, so it is actually mentioning the remainder. Okay, in this case, it is 3 and 3, but it will be different. It is not necessary it will be same. It will be different, as we had seen in a previous thing. Okay, example. So you guys have known like what is the difference between this, and we will it would be very handy when we are dealing with, okay, in the future videos and upcoming modules also. So finding the number of digits. Now what will we do is, see, for example, if I'm taking 347, basically the number which we had. So what we will do, we will just take out the last number, okay, last number, then one by one I will count the next number, okay, then next number. This way we will do. So how we will do is, first I will take this number and will divide it by 10. Now what will happen if I take 347 and divide by 10? Okay, now divide is what? Only the quotient, right? Only the quotient. So we all know the answer will be 34. Now n will become 34. Okay, so At that time, 7 had been removed, right? 7 had been removed. So that's why we are incrementing the count. Incrementing the count. Okay, so now count will be 1. It was 0, now it will be 1. Again, now this n will become 34. Again, I will divide it by 10. So it will be 3, right? See, 34, 10, 3. Okay, so we all know it is 3. So again, we are removing this 4. So I am incrementing the count to 2. It was 1, now it is 2. Again, we are dividing 3 by 10. Okay, now I'm getting 3 itself. Sorry, it's 0, right? It's 0. I'm very sorry. It's 0, right? Afterwards, we have removed this. Now we are getting 0. So I am just removing this part. Now even this is removed, right? We are left with 0. So I'm incrementing the count to 3. So whenever I'm removing this, the last digit, okay, so we will get the answer, right? This way we will, means we will increment the count. So that's why how we will know this the number of the digits. Now how we will do is, this all thing we will continue till until and unless n will become 0. Okay, if it is 0, then we will stop incrementing the count. Okay, this is for this video. You might have get the idea basically, and in the next video I will going to show what is the actual code and how to deal with it. Okay.